Good day everyone, this is Miss Judith Gonzalez and as promised, I am back with my daughter.
Hi, I'm April Gonzalez and I'm the Immigration Consultant at Travel Connect Immigration.
Tonight we have a very important updates about immigration.
So there's a lot of updates happening from the Canadian immigration, specifically relating to international students and temporary foreign workers. Right now, the country is significantly reducing temporary residents in Canada.
With reference to that, we are going to watch a video from the Prime Minister himself, Prime Minister Carney. So let's watch it.
Yes, so let's take a step back on the immigration system and I'll give some perspective, if I may, which is if we go back 6-7 years, the number of what are called non-permanent residents, so temporary foreign workers, students, asylum seekers, other people who've come to Canada and haven't yet become citizens. You know, most people in Canada at one point, either themselves or their parents or grandparents, were immigrants to this country at one time. But these are people who haven't yet become citizens. That used to be about 3% of the population. Just before I became Prime Minister, it had gone up to 7.5% of our population. So a big increase. And so that's what this MP, I don't remember who said it, but was referring to. And so our challenge is to, and this is what we're doing, is to make sure that we rapidly build up our ability for those who are here, who are working, who are building a life, to do that. Those who should go back, asylum seekers who are not going to ultimately get asylum, that we return them, track them and return them. That we reduce the flow of new temporary Canadians, temporary residents in Canada, and I just gave you the figures on that, so we can manage down the overall level in a responsible way. And we're doing all of those things in about 2-3 weeks' time. We'll be releasing our immigration plan, our next immigration levels plan, and that will include many of the steps that we'll be taking around these issues.
So here's what that means. Canada has released a plan indicating how they intend to reduce the number of temporary residents here in Canada. That includes international students, workers, and even visitors. Currently, the temporary resident population takes up about 6.8% of Canada's entire population. And Canada actually intends to decrease that number to 5% over the next 3 years.
We actually need only less than 5% of the population. Why are they doing this? Reducing the temporary residents in Canada.
So actually, with the large number of temporary residents in Canada, things like public housing, healthcare services, and public services are being greatly affected.
So how will it impact our economy?
So actually, with this plan to reduce immigration, it's a plan to make immigration more sustainable, more reliable, and a way to better align with Canada's current economic long-term goals.
Yes, so meaning that they are not stopping the immigration, okay? They are just holding off the invitations for temporary foreign workers to get inside Canada. However, they are going to focus on international students, on temporary foreign workers who are already here in Canada. Isn't it better? After hearing all those changes, I am just wondering what would be the impact of these policies to the new international student.
So if you're planning to become an international student in Canada, you can expect a limited cap and less intakes. We've actually started seeing those changes happening just this year with the student cap, with a higher financial requirement, and with limited eligibility for postgraduate work permits.
That's tough for our immigration and for those who are planning to come here, so be very careful. So, we heard about international students. What about the impact of this to our temporary foreign workers?
So actually, for the temporary foreign worker program and the international mobility program are also seeing greatly reduced numbers. This means industries that heavily rely on foreign workers are going to expect to see stricter limits.
So that I'm just thinking right now, I'm thinking that this is something positive for those who are here in Canada, like the temporary foreign workers and their spouses, and as well as the international students who are currently here and working for the PR, because the government I think I've heard already that Ontario is opening new streams as well as the federal government. So that's a good news for those who are already here.
Absolutely. So even though the temporary resident population will be going down, permanent residency is still a great priority for Canadian immigration. In fact, they're actually trying to focus on more permanent residency pathways for those who are inside Canada to make sure that they can stay long-term, contribute to the labor shortages, and integrate into the Canadian economy.
And so, if you are outside Canada and you want to come and become international student, be prepared, get some help, get empowered, be updated. Stay tuned always. And if you are a temporary foreign workers and international student who are already here, well, cheer up. It's your market. There's more options for you to become permanent resident.
And if you're feeling uncertain with your current immigration process and need help mentoring and guiding you to make sure that you and your loved ones can become permanent residents and citizens, make sure to reach out to us at travelconnectimmigration.com.